Hello, I'm Michelle. Welcome to Luminous Hearts Collective. I wanted to talk about the immense support that we all have from the other side. As human beings, we can often feel really small and, forget that we have help on the other side and feel like we have to do everything on our own. And even knowing this for all the years that I've known it, and after all of the beautiful experiences that I've had when I've asked for help, I still forget and I still have to remind myself. So, every person has a guardian angel and a team of light beings who are benevolent and or who are here to help you and guide you and assist you in every way that they can. But they honor and respect our free will. So they will not intervene unless we give them permission. So when I was first starting to work with spirit guides and angels, I would ask and I would get frustrated because I didn't immediately feel a shift. Now, some people might, and sometimes you might, especially when you start relaxing into this and trusting. But oftentimes for me, I would ask very intensely and fervently. It was often, 2 or 3 days later that I would feel a big shift in energy, and I'd often receive a sign or experience synchronicities along the way to just sort of reassure me that they're with me. For me, a lot of times it will be on the clock. I'll see 444 or 111 or different number sequences that just always help me to feel so supported and aligned with the divine. So, try to let go of any expectations of how the help will show up and when it will show up, and just really lean into that trust. So oftentimes it's when we need it the most that we forget to ask for help. Because we can get so focused in on what's going on and just get kind of lost in that. So the more you practice this, though, the more you'll start to remember. When I was first opening up and going through so many challenging things, I worked a lot with Archangel Michael, and I had a really interesting experience several times where in my dreams, which I often remember my dreams, and I used to have a lot of intense nightmares, and I would call out to Archangel Michael in the dream. It's like I would wake up in the dream and call out to him, and then the dream would end and I'd wake up. But I used to have just a ton of fear around just living, feeling safe in the world. Feeling safe in my home was a big one. And so I would call upon Archangel Michael frequently. And there were so many times where I felt a peace and a safety that isn't something that I had ever experienced before. There are so many beings on the other side who are right there with us. And they're always protecting us, always watching over us, and I've come to learn that a lot of the fear that I experienced was just me working through a lot of the shadow that I was carrying. And once I realized that I didn't have to be afraid of my fear, because that's literally what it was, fear of feeling afraid, fear of being in situations that were terrifying. And it's still a work in progress. Fear is something that I still deal with in certain areas, but that has been something that has shifted so much for me through working with Archangel Michael. But there are other beings, I call upon Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing, whenever there's a physical thing going on for myself or a loved one, especially if there's a surgery or any major procedure. I always call in Archangel Raphael and the healing angels to fill the space with their loving presence, to overlight the doctors and nurses and everyone involved. But in addition to the archangels, we all have Spirit guides, different spirit guides, from my understanding, come in and out of our life for different reasons. There may be some that stay with us for a lifetime, but sometimes when we shift, a new spirit guide might come in to assist us. And my understanding is that we always have more than one. We've got several guides that are working with us. And our spirit guides love it when we call upon them and ask them for assistance, for guidance, for wisdom in situations. There's spirit animals that are always assisting us, watching over us, working with us, and they often have very specific ways that they're assisting us through their energy. There are many other beings of love who are helping us navigate whatever it is that we're going through. And so because of our free will, they are only allowed to do so much. They cannot intervene in ways that we don't give them permission to. So, all of this to say that oftentimes when we most need it is when we don't think to ask for it. And so just really try to remember and practice in those moments where you are feeling really overwhelmed, stressed, afraid. You can call in the highest beings of love and light who are here to assist you. You can ask them to help to ease your burden, to help smooth out a situation if there's something going on that's, energetically or emotionally charged. I love to call them in when I'm going to have like a big conversation with somebody or an interview. I ask them to go into the room before us and fill it with love and light to help me stay grounded and in my heart and to help us to heart connect. So anything that I'm walking into that I'm ever nervous about, I immediately feel so much more at ease knowing that I've called in the highest love and light and trusting that however it plays out is for my highest benefit. So yes, you are surrounded in love. You are always protected and guided. There is so much support and love there for you all the time. And just remember to ask for it. And just ask and it's given. You can just trust that. So I hope you feel that and remember that. And I am sending you all my love. I look forward to connecting again soon.